Right. Thank you. I don't know why that makes us laugh so much. We're easily entertained is the deal. All right, my friends, go ahead and close your eyes. Settle in. As I was doing in the class before you, calling in the earth, the water, the fire, the air. The earth, the water, the fire, the air. The earth, the water, the fire, the air. Return, return, return. As we allow this idea of the elements to infuse, inspire, we take things that seem to be very mundane and we make them sacred. We don't make them sacred, we see them as sacred. We reveal them as sacred. We revere them as sacred. The earth, the water, the fire, the air. Return, return, return. Bring your hands together at your heart center. We'll chant Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Deep breath in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Deep breath in. Release your hands down to Jnana Mudra on your exhale. Adgare Name, Siddhargare Name, Satgare Name, Siri Gurudeva Name, Adgare Name, Jugadgare Name, Satgare Name, Siri Gurudeva Name, Adgare Name, Jugadgare Name, Satgare Name, Siri Gurudeva Name, Siri Gurudeva Name, Siri Gurudeva Name. What we project from our minds, we create the world we live in. Simple. So dream the world big. Move beyond any limited thinking. Open up the windows, open up the doors, open up the fire, water, air, earth, all as our guides and teachers, friends, co-workers in this existence. And then let your eyes open. Come to lie down on your back and bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop open. And let me just show you, actually, before you go down, you'll make a little triangle. Thumb touches thumb, pointer finger touches pointer finger, and you just place that on the navel center. So you have one point, which is your thumbs pointing upward towards your heart, and one point, your pointer finger pointing down toward your root. You lie down, goddess pose, soles of your feet together. Earth, the water, the fire, the air, return, return, return. Earth, the water, the fire, the air, return, return, return. Earth is our grounding, and it's our ground, and it's our sacred ground. But imagine being the ground, feeling the insects as they walk over our body. I know that sounds a little creepy for some of us, but be the earth and allow that connection to all the creepy crawly ones. Be that connection to the earth and the richness of the earth. And see your perspective being that low that you are always looking up. The tall trees, the 100-year-old trees, the wisdom, what you see, sky energy, sky people, the sun and the moon and the stars and the multiple universes that you feel. Earth, the water, the fire, air, return, return, return. And breathe into this goddess, breathe into this earth energy. And nothing to prove, nothing to become, nothing to like or dislike, nothing to argue about. The divine feminine. Take a couple more breaths here. With the earth as your support, with the earth as your co-teacher, co-creator. See your dreams come into manifestation. I was saying earlier that make sure that you allow your dreams time. Don't stop at something that's just good enough. Your dreams are meant to be fulfilled. Breathe into this goddess, this earth, as a fulfillment of these dreams. And maybe the fulfillment of these dreams is to step outside of yourself for a moment and see what in yourself needs shifting perspective-wise. I was saying in the first class that I kind of am thinking that it's kind of more fun to be wrong than right. It's okay to be ready to shift perspective and think a different way, choose a different path. Good. And then slowly draw your knees back together, hug your knees into your chest. And bring your nose up to meet your knees, squeeze up. Lower your head back down. Place your feet back on the floor. If you have a block or a bolster or something, slide underneath your sacrum. To a bridge, restorative bridge. Yeah, any kind of a pillow will do as well. And again, feel that energy of the goddess, pelvis, supported, held. The creative force of this time of the year is its light to help us to manifest, to push us to create a fireball in the sky that is so bright and brilliant, supporting what we do. And the fire, it's nice to kind of look at that element as soft, warm, and loving. Often we look at fire as fierce, right? And transformative. And that's awesome. But I'm just offering different perspective, that's all. Soft and warm and loving. Allowing fire to move our energy, to be communication. Use the fire of communication to purify what it is that we say. The other day, Neil had, my husband had Made a little fire pit in the backyard for me to sit. I said, I just want to sit. I rarely sit. I just want to sit. It was a beautiful day. I just want to sit, and I just want to sit with the fire. And he was busy doing something, and Josh was busy doing something. And so I just sat by the fire by myself for, I don't know, like an hour or so, feeding the fire, tending the fire. And I felt like I was on my very own little camp out. I was camping by myself. I don't know. That just sounded like such a fabulous idea to me. And I had the best time. And I went through meditation and played with the fire and the flames, and soft and beautiful and loving. How are you nurturing yourself? How are you loving yourself into creation? Place attention on the wind of your breath. And the wind of your breath. Your breath is that place that takes old energy away and gives new energy to you. The earth, the water, the fire, and the air. Return, return, return. Good. Now stick your legs straight up in the sky. Take your legs straight up. You might need to adjust your block so it's not jabbing you at all. Take your arms up to the sky. Keep your eyes closed and breathe. The earth as the observer, the wind as the carrier, the water as a replenisher, recycler, and the fire, communicator. I always find it interesting in our yoga practice, especially those of you that are here today that have been practicing for a while. You know, we are taught these elements, and they're very interesting, and we like them. I like water. I like fire. I like earth. I like space. And then how do we join them into the creation of all of our dreams? How do we have them help us to co-create and manifest? Because that everything is consciousness. Earth is consciousness, fire, water, air, consciousness. The earth, the water, the fire, the air. And then hug your knees into your chest. You can remove the block from underneath you and just roll side to side. Good. And then hug your right knee into your chest. Take your left leg back down to the floor. Shift your hips slightly to the right. Bring your right knee down to the left for spinal twist. And if you'd like to, you can take your right hand down to hold your left ankle. For some of you that did not practice in the first class, maybe it's too soon to do that, or it's not available. Breathe here. Make sure your breath is long. Good, and take another breath into the rib cage, right rib cage, left rib cage. And then slowly make yourself back to center and switch sides. Spend this sacred time with yourself, listening deeply. The more we clear out our gut, the more instinctual, intuitive we can hear. Feel that opening of the ribs spreading. Beautiful. And then once again, return back to your back. Hug your knees into your chest. You can roll up to sit. Come into a comfortable cross-legged seat and begin to cat and cow. Eyes open or closed. Remember, you can always play soft music, loud music, drumming music if you want to. I know 3 of you here are in my 21 days, and so I know that Nadia just posted a really great thing on Spotify to listen to, which is what inspired me today. The earth, the water, the fire, the air, return, return, return. Feel that drumming within you of your heartbeat. Feel the fire within you, that soft and loving light. Feel the space within you that water flows through. The air within you. You can start to spiral in a circle. First Kriya that we're going to do is called ghosting, opening up to our intuition more deeply. Go the other direction, please. Make sure your breath stays with you. Beautiful. And come to stillness. Just feel for a moment. See how deep you can breathe here. Maybe see if you can breathe all the way down into the fire of your belly. And then when your eyes open, come onto your hands and knees. And press back into downward dog. Just stretch it out. Beautiful. Allow your knees to lower back down to the floor and press back into child's pose. Feeling all of those exquisite spirals within you. Noticing the spirals of time. The opportunity to allow the past and the future to spiral into right now. So everything exists just as one, just for now. So that all healing takes place. Good. Come on up and find a seat. Comfortable cross-legged seat. You're going to take your arms just straight out in front of you. Palms will be facing each other, so straight up. And then you just turn like you're making a figure 8. And another way to think about it is that like you're flying, like you're an angel flying. So you make a big figure 8. Close your eyes. Feeling that sense of opening in the armpits. Stay in that darkness and move around like you're flying in space. And that there's nothing that stops you from going to the highest of highs and lowest of lows. And your breath finds you. There's a soaring to the highest point. Get a recognition of the eagle that sees in all directions. And the etheric that is here as support and guidance. You know, in my experience, I've thought of the angelic forces of just being so much wiser than me, you know, and maybe that's true. But I've been thinking about co-creating with those etheric forces and really to tap into my wisdom as well. Not just handing it over to an authority to do what is right, but staying in that place of deep wisdom, your wisdom, and co-creating with another wisdom. And here, as you're floating, you're moving in space and time. There's no difference between you and the wise ones, the shamans, the teachers, medicine healers. That is you. Almost there. Keep going. The armpits stretch, the lymph moves, the armpits allow that sense of space. Almost there. Soaring, soaring, soaring. Being that etheric air energy. Lighter, lighter, lighter. Wandering, never lost. Wandering through time and space. You want to jump into another dimension, and then come back. I'm sure people are counting on you for dinner tonight, so be back. Jump into any dimension that you want to know. Almost there. We're doing it. Flying, 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 soaring, soaring, soaring. The earth, the water, the air. Fire. Return, return, return. Now we feel restricted, right? Many of us have not flown on an airplane for a while. We're never restricted. Look, you can go anywhere you want to go. Last minute. Inhale the arms out. Exhale, let your left palm drop down into your lap. Let your right palm come on top. Let your thumbs come to touch. So right palm on top of left, thumbs come to touch, and meditate here. Separate your lips slightly and begin breathing in and out through your mouth. So your teeth are not touching here. Keep going. Breathe heavy. Clearing out the belly. Call it our gut brain. Clearing out the gut. Use the open mouth breathing, strong breath. Now, Go to nose breathing, but keep your mouth slightly open. Powerful nose breathing, keep your mouth slightly open. Keep breathing. Bringing your mind into a higher altitude, clearing your stomach, clearing your energetic force field. Nose breathing, keep going. And then join me when you're ready. Om Namo Buddhaya Namo. 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 Keep chanting. Raise your mind above your head. Raise your mind above your head. Keep your mind in that angelic etheric realm and continue chanting. Bathe yourself in this bliss. You are the light of the goddess, the divine feminine, the earth keeper, the water keeper, the air keeper, the fire keeper. You co-create with the highest intelligence, the highest consciousness. You are the shaman, you are the witch, you are the medicine man and woman. And then as you repeat the final mantra, come to silence. And then lie on your back and be warm and fall asleep. dissolve here. See how much more you can release. Release your skin. Become as translucent as possible. No boundaries, no edges. And if you'd like, for the next maybe 2 minutes, turn over onto your belly to do belly shavasana, or stay right where you are. If you do belly shavasana, you might want to bring your hands together like a pillow and place your forehead there, or turn your cheek to one side. The air, the water, the fire, the earth, return, return, return. And then we're going to begin to wake ourselves up, stretching the body. And if you rolled onto your belly, you maybe press back into child's pose. If you're on your back, hug your knees into your chest. And then rise up to sit. Your right hand is going to come right underneath the breastbone, so right below the breast, facing up, palm up. That's it. Exactly. You guys got it. The left hand is going to face up as well and come alongside your left rib cage, palm face up. So pull that elbow back and in. You guys got it. Good. And it's a 1 minute breath. So see if you can inhale for the count of 20. Now that's a big count. So generally a 1 minute breath is inhale 20, hold 20, exhale 20. But you can also do 10, 10, 10, or whatever else is available to you. So try to do it even. So again, 1 minute breath would be inhale 20, hold 20, exhale 20. But I don't want you to suffer through this. So whatever you can do, inhale the number, hold the number, exhale the number. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Maybe challenge yourself to take a little bit more in, hold a little longer, exhale a little longer. It's called a meditation to become thoughtless, no thoughts. As you're moving through this pranayama practice, do not tense, do not grip. Become lighter and lighter and lighter. Keep going. becoming like the fire, softer, warming and loving, more and more soft, more loving, becoming like the water, replenishing. And becoming like the earth is the witness. Sacred ground, our indigenous fathers and mothers. Like the wind, the carrier energy. Taking old energy back, giving new energy forward. Stay with the last 2 minutes. At the end of this next breath, release your hands down. And I'd like you to take a twist on either a bolster, a pillow, or nothing. So just take your legs out in front of you and let both knees fall to the right and turn to the right. As you turn to the right, if you have a bolster, you can just place it by your rib cage and lie on the bolster, or just lie on your elbows like Angela's doing. So you're just twisting up. You could take a blanket, Sasha, and make that look like a bolster and lay on that. Yep, you got it. So Susan, your right arm would be on the other side of that blanket. No, so you could stay there. No, no, no. Turn, keep, no, turn, yep. And then just keep turning until your right arm comes more to the right and your belly's facing more to the floor. There you go. And cheek to whatever side feels. That's it. Perfect. And then come on up and twist to the other side. And then begin to come back up to sit. Bring your hands together at your heart center. May we be inspired by the earth, the water, the fire, the air. May we co-create our dreams and manifest what matters. I thank you all for such beauty that you bring to my life and to the life of so many. We'll end with a long sat nam. Inhale. Sat nam. Sat nam. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful rest of your day, everybody. I'll see you soon.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you, Sheryl.
Thank you.
Have a
You're
wonderful
welcome.
day.
You're welcome.
Very nurturing the last 2 weeks, Sheryl.
You like that, Susan?
Very nice. Thank you.
Of course, of course. Love, love.
Same to you.